it's a good opportunity for people to see products in an environment that is a theatre. We're typically used to seeing these products on trade show floors where actually, we can't actually properly see how bright the units are. We can't see perceived light levels. We can't do the shootouts that we would like to do or on a busy trade show stand. So what the aim of today is to put those lights into a setting that we all know and understand, into a theatrical space, and do some real evaluations with those products.
Zoom from 7 degrees to 56 degrees. Why so? And it's got CMY colour mixing from the Quantum. So those who know the Quantum fixtures really well, the colour flags are all from that technology the same. So that will mix and look the same as you've got from the Quantum, obviously a lot brighter. The zoom range on it goes from 5 degrees all the way up to 56, 54. The lovely thing about I like having this fixture is where you can focus the gobo all the way through its zoom range. It projects into a front convex cone-like mirror that then reflects back onto the main dish and then gives you a nice parallel beam. There is no glass or lensing used to create this linear beam. What we can then do is because we can zoom that, or what we call good collimation, because we can move that backwards and forwards, we can create a negative beam, and then we also can create this very cool effect, which is a cone effect. But there is a way around that in terms of we have the colour wheel red. So it's sort of just making sure that our fixtures are consistent rather than actually making them sort of do things that it can't do.
The best part today is the fact that everybody has been able to see a good range of new products at a pace that they haven't become, it hasn't become a dull presentation. There's been enough facts and information for everybody to know what it has without it becoming
kind of a speed dating.
But so you can take stuff away from it rather than having to stay awake for the next bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, what's really exciting about this unit is it has a 6-point colour mixing system at the back of the fixture, which is red, green, blue, amber, lime and cyan. And it's something that we will be taking forward in other products moving forward.
Also do a source forward par and parnell lamp that are significantly brighter than the original source 4 par and parnell.
Part of it is working with the students and giving them an opportunity to put on a big event, but also it's an excuse for getting a load of lighting designers together to come and have a look at some of the new technology. It used to be about looking at technology and rejecting bits that don't work, but to be honest, everything else is pretty good now, so it's good. It's been a good afternoon. I have to say, from my own personal view, the new GLP batten has been a revelation. That's one highlight, and the other one is the fact that when you look at all these lights, they're nearly all the same. The dimming curves are excellent, and it's really hard to separate out which lights are the lights people should be using.
It's got an animation wheel, it's got a shuttering module, we can do any shapes as you see and you know. It's a shuttering system from T1. It has, in the gobo selections, it's got a split colour gobo, so you can do multi-colour gobos on top of that.
So in the Hurricane, we've got a 6-colour system, CMY, which you're all familiar with. We have CTO, which we've just looked at. We have CTB, so I've got a variable, fine-tune, cold. So I can take the temperature up and down. This is not a software trick with cyan. This is its own colour system.
The most important thing is to see how technology is moving year by year. And the biggest thing I've taken away from today is that absolutely nothing we've seen today is unacceptable to be used now by professional designers. A couple of years ago we did this and there'd be a couple of products that weren't up to the mark. This year everything hits the mark and everything's usable. Everything's different, but everything's usable.
We're in a beam of HMI. This is a normal arc lamp. And to get the light energy you need in an HMI, you want full spectrum, and you can't have full spectrum. I'm really sorry, you can't have it. What you can have is quite a big amount of green, quite a big amount of blue, quite a lot of some other stuff, and very little red. Red is very, very energy inefficient. No one wants to put it into their lamps or fixtures because you don't get enough light. All of these white LED engines are using white phosphor engines, which is a blue LED diode pushing onto a yellow phosphor. The phosphor then glows and you get a high output. Now you don't get the green spike, there's green there but it's less of it. You do get a very high blue spike because in the background is a blue LED, very, very high efficiency blue LED. And then this white phosphor, and the phosphor does not glow evenly. So I also get a range of colours and some spikes. So when we use the term high CRI filter, there is no such thing. All it is a filter. It's a removing some spiky filter. And it depends really how spiky your source is, and it depends what the filter is constructed to do, but you're just removing spikes from a spiky source. So we then got this CRI filter we put in there, and we go, we all look better without adjusting the colour too much. If the CRI filter is too intense, you get a shift in colour, real shift in colour. If it's not enough, it doesn't do anything. They all heat light. It's a real problem. There's no point in pretending it isn't going on. LED and HMI that I'm sat on now are not perfect sources. To be fair, nor is tungsten. Tungsten's very rare. Has borderline no blue in it. So we all got used to these different things, and LEDs are simply coming up with another tool to manage it.
It's really useful to get lighting professionals along to come and interact with the manufacturers. Hopefully the manufacturers have all learned something, because talking to the people who are using their kit is actually the most important thing they can do.